Okay, this is the introduction for lab number 15, and we'll be taking a look at what makes up color. Bear in mind that white light is made up of red plus blue plus green, and we can also talk about the subtractive nature of light. So what we're going to do is I just have you think about additive and subtractive properties of light as it goes from, say, an object to our eyes. So primary colors, I already gave you that. And given an example of a place that we see this, you're going to pop open this simulation right here. It's a shockwave simulation, and just click on a single bulb flashlight and mess around. We can reset it several times right here. And I have you look at the yellow bulb and switch to the photon particle mode, which is essentially looking at discrete little chunks of light. So here I have the simulation popped up, and you click on this guy right here, you see a beam of light, but I say switch to this guy right here. This is the photon model, where each one of these is a little teeny tiny chunk of light. And it just kind of makes some observations. I have you go between the yellow light and then the white light, and you can see white light, here the person's perceiving white light, it has all the colors of the rainbow, and when these guys mix together in our eyeballs, we see white. We can actually boil this down to red plus green plus blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to, here I've already switched to the white light. How do these filters affect it? They're going to subtract away some of the colors. So please fill out this table, and what we can do is we can put in various filters, and I want you to just look at the color observed by the person. So I'll go ahead and show you what the yellow filter looks like and let you fill out the rest. So if I were to turn the filter on, that's this guy right here, turn the filter on, and what's going to happen is it's going to filter out all the other colors, and the person's going to perceive yellow. So then I have you go ahead and mess around with different bulbs. So here I have the yellow bulb with the green filter, and I have a whole bunch of combinations to try where we can mess around with the color of the light and the color of the filter. In order to mess around with the color of the light, what we're going to do is we're going to come back to this guy right here, and we can turn the bulb to, say, red, and then we can mess around with the filter kind of like this, and we can choose the various colors. And all I have you do is fill this table out, what color is observed, if any at all, could be black, and kind of explain why this is, and think about that circular color wheel thing that I had in the lecture. So I have you think about filters and how we can talk about printers or dyes or stuff like that. And then I want you to just go ahead and mess around with, how much of the various sliders does it take to get a certain color. So here I have orange, and orange is, for me, was about 100% on the red slider, 50% on the green, and no blue. Now these are kind of subjective. What I perceive to be orange might be slightly different than what you perceive to be orange. But if you would have told me, 0 red, 0 green, and 100% blue, I'd probably know that something bad probably happened. So I kind of know a ballpark for these guys, but it is slightly subjective.